Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Well, as always, it's a great privilege to be able to be together, to understand how important it is for us to be together as community, as Sangat. And to remember that in these times, it's our spiritual practice, our devotion, that is going to keep us up and keep our frequency high. And we're seeing again, as we talk every week, we're seeing again more and more of what is going on in this world and more upheavals and all the changes that are happening and how that affects our immune system, our nervous system. And primarily it affects our subconscious mind. And if we've had trouble to get up in the morning to do our meditations, our yoga, to get up in Amrit Vela, get up in the early morning to rise up, or even during our daytime to be able to have the discipline to be able to take care of ourselves. And basically all our practices mentally, physically, and spiritually are practices to help us take care of ourselves, because we have to individually take that responsibility. But sometimes there comes into our subconscious mind this thing of I can't do it, or I won't do it, or I can't get up, or whatever the excuses that we make that keep us from wanting to take care of ourselves. And we all face that. We all face that duality or that dilemma in our lives that, you go to bed at night and say, yeah, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to, do what I need to do and do my meditations and take my cold showers and all those things. And then look at the clock and it rings and then you say, well, I'll stay a few more minutes inside and under my covers, and the next thing it's done with. So there tends to be some kind of a psychological sort of, or you can say in the mind, something that stops us from progressing into life. And it's not just in relationship only to spiritual practice, but it's that block that we have sometimes. And I know many come to me and they say, well, I have a block. I'm blocked with this. I'm blocked with that. I can't seem to go to that next place. And I was thinking this morning as I was doing my meditation, Simran, this morning, and about letting go of myself to be able to experience the light of my soul. So I was sitting consciously this morning in my meditation, and I was watching myself kind of go into a deeper light body, you can say. And I just wanted, as I was chanting the mantra, was Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru Jio. And I was sitting in that stillness and I was going deeper within myself, and I said, okay, now let yourself go. Go into that light body. Use this mantra, use this sound current, use this vibration of Vaheguru, and let go and release yourself from even, you can say, even a physical bond, to just experience the light body, to experience a lightness. And I found myself getting to a certain place with it, and then stopping. And then sort of saying, well, what happens if I don't come back? I get so light that the light body just leaves and that's it, I'm gone. What's going to be left is my physical. Somebody will walk in the door and, well, his physical body is there and he seems to be breathing, but I don't know where he is. But it was kind of that thing of stopping myself at that point. And I said, okay, well, maybe I'm not ready to experience the purity of that lightness within myself. But it's that aspect of what stops us. We want to get things done. We say, yes, tomorrow I'm waking up and the fire's in the belly and I'm going to get this done. I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to do my yoga, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to read Bhai, I'm going to do those things, do my devotion. And then something stops it. Something stops us from going to that next place. So we get stuck in where we are. And when we get stuck in that, again, as we've talked so many times, how the negative mind works into that and how we begin to doubt ourselves, how we begin to question, can I do it? Am I smart enough to do it? Do I have the inertia to do it? Do I have the initiative to do it? Do I have the desire to do it? Do I have all those parts of me engaged within myself to make it a reality? So the mind starts interfering with that. And we lose the sense of our own heart and our spirit. Because within us, our spirit is stronger than anything. Because there is one God, Ek Onkar, there's one Creator who created this creation and created us to be in that image. And there's no separation between that which we call God and what is within ourselves. We are that living entity. We are that spirit. We are that vibration. Our spiritual practice maintains that vibration to remind us that we're not limited in what we can experience in this life. We're not limited by just what this mind of ours may want to say. But when the soul, the Atma, opens to a greater feeling, a greater experience of self, and the heart blends with that, that's why we meditate, that's why we merge into the infinite, that's why we vibrate the sound current, the Anahat. We want to vibrate into our heart center to be able to open ourselves, to learn how to love ourselves, to learn how to open that door. That is a Gurdwara. What as we say, we're going to that Gurdwara, the door of the Guru. You may say, well, that's that physical Gurdwara that we're going to. That's that physical place of worship, you can say. But the true worship, the true Gurdwara lives within your heart. And Guru resides within that heart. God resides within that heart of yours. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, you don't have to go to all those places of pilgrimage. You don't have to bathe in all those holy tanks. Do all those pilgrimages. Bathe in the tank of the self. Visit, become a pilgrim to one's own sacrifice. Become a pilgrim to one's own journey of life. And experience that. We have physical structures in the Sikh faith. We call them Gurdwaras so that Sangat can gather. Sangat is that congregation, Sad Sangat. That true congregation, so that we can be together, gather together, connect with each other, vibrate the Guru's name, chant God's name. That we can be in the presence of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj in our faith, so that we can experience that light. And that's important. But nothing is outside of us. Everything is within us. And within us, when we vibrate that light and we find within us that ability to become unlimited within ourselves, then we share that unlimitedness and we grow. And today we have to grow. We can't get stuck in where we are. We have to grow. We have to grow forward. We have to carry many with us as we grow forward. In whatever way we can, big or small, doesn't matter. One life you touch, one person you inspire. And that inspiration within you comes through your letting go of that which is the belief that I can't accomplish this. I won't make enough money. I can't live this way. I can't take that step. I'll be afraid if I do that. And that fear within itself takes away the joy of life. That fear takes away the expansion of the self. That fear takes away your vitality. And we need to be vital. Is clear. We need that vitality. That's why we exercise. That's why we do these postures. That's why we do the breathing, the pranayama. That's why we bring that life force into us. To give us that vitality, doesn't matter you're 2-year-old, you're 89-year-old, doesn't matter. That vitality has to be within you to be a vital person. And we live that spiritual life and walk the spiritual path to be vital. Within our dharmic understanding, that dharma, that path of our truth, as we walk on that dharma and we bring the vitality to that dharma, that's how we progress in life. And when we can do that and share that vitality with each other, we grow. That is why we have the Sangat. We grow through that. We grow individually, we grow together, and we experience what we call consciousness. We experience that enlightenment of the self. So I was thinking that today about that difference between the subconscious fear that stops me from going that next distance and allowing myself through the grace of Guru, through Guru's Kripa, through God, that I can go that way and let go and release and become that light soul and feel that lightness within myself. In the midst of the turmoil, in the midst of the tornado, in the midst of the storms, in the midst of the upheaval, we have to see that path through. Last night I was talking with someone, we were talking about this. I said, that's why I became Khalsa. I became Khalsa so that I could live that life and not be afraid and carry the message, the banner of peace, of courage, of kindness, of compassion, of giving, of sharing. I didn't become what I am today, so somebody, oh, look what he became. Nay, it's because I wanted to become that which could serve humanity to the best of my capacity, in spite of my own negativities, in spite of my own minuses, in spite of my own problems, in spite of that karmas that I have to carry through in this life as I live. Because I understood that by walking the path of the Dharma, by being at the feet of my Guru, that could carry me through, even in spite of the minuses, so that I can work on my pluses, work on the plus of my life. And that's how I continue to grow through any obstacle. So the message this evening is allow the Guru, allow God, allow the infinite, allow the cosmos to prevail within you. Allow the cosmos, this energy of this entire universe, to vibrate in every cell of your body. And that connects the finite to the infinite, from the physical to the etherical, from the earth to the ether. That's why we have those chakras, we have those energy centers. It starts at the earth. Where does it end? It ends far beyond into the universal consciousness. Because it works its way through the spine, and each become energized to bring that energy and raise it until it expands through that radiant body, that tent body, and the subtle body and the radiant body connect into each other, and we experience that light of the soul. It's simple, but it's true. It works in a very calculated way so that we can experience that. This physical body has been made, and we do left nostril breathing, we do the pranayama, the breath, our body goes into postures, we bring that life forth, those energy centers are activated, that which has to run that pranic energy, the prana of the body, has to be activated so the apana, the eliminative force of the body can be balanced. And one balances at that navel point, that which flows upwards, we call pranic energy, prani, that rises, that flows, and the apana, the eliminative force, releases. And that balances itself. And through that balance, and then when the consciousness vibrates the mantra, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, any mantra, that you meditate, and it vibrates through that, and it releases and opens that. And when we read the Bani, when we absorb ourselves into Guru Bani, then it trains this mind of ours to become so exact and so precise in its thinking process that nothing can ever defeat us. And that is what we call Khalsa, that which can never be defeated. And together, when we join in whatever frequency and that understanding, that's what gives us the vitality, my belief. It's that what gives us the vitality of this life. So we have to live in that vitality and understand it. And don't be afraid, make that step. And as we go through tonight's work, feel that, what is it that I want to break through? What do I want to break through so that I can achieve that which my soul is asking? That's when we say, let the heart do the talking, let the soul do the walking. Connect with that energy within yourself. That is the power of a spiritual life. Guru Nanak again taught a way of living. He taught a structured way of living, of understanding to experience your infinity. That's all. Then everything else piled up after that. But the essence of it was just for you to experience the vastness of your consciousness and to not be afraid to expand yourself beyond what you perceive as a limitation within yourself. We have to become unlimited to some degree within this life as we breathe every breath that we take, to experience what life is. Life is to live. Life is to give. Life isn't to be unhappy. Life isn't that I shouldn't accomplish. And whatever that is for you, each of you have your own, what that concept means to you. And you have to go within yourself to understand that, to bring that forward in whatever that is that you choose to do. But do it. That's the way we live. That's a way of life we call spiritual. When we have this spirit within ourselves to be actualized, to be lived, to go forward, to experience it, to find the joy, to find the peace, to find the calmness in the center of that storm. In the center of that storm, to find the calmness. What does it say? After every rainfall, there comes the sun and the rainbow. Is that not true? Then in that center point of that whirling tornado, that hurricane, what have you, there's a calm point in there, a place of calmness. That you have to find. If something is swirling around and you're going, what am I going to do? What's going to happen? What's going to be? In that moment, breathe deep, connect to your navel point, and find the calmness within it. That we call neutral mind. Find that calmness. We go to the feet of the Guru for what reason? To find that calmness. We go to the feet of Sri Guru Granth Sahib. We go to the feet of that teaching that we honor in this life. For what reason? To find the calmness. Because, I feel peaceful here. And that should never leave you, no matter what the situation. Find the calmness within it. Calm yourself through your breathing. Connect to your navel point. And rejoice of life. So that's one way we can look at things. In these times, but we knew this time of this Kali Yuga, we knew this time of this age, the Iron Age we call. We knew at this time what was going to happen, how it's going to happen. We're seeing it unfold within our lifetime. We're watching it unfold. Where the right of all people to be honored, the right of all people to be respected, the right of all people to have the choice to decide how they want to progress in life, and the right that we have to accept all. And how that is shifting, and that's shifting the consciousness. But that old guard is holding on to it. But that will crumble. We're watching it crumble. It has to crumble. There's going to be a lot more that we're going to go through. It's not over by any means. In fact, it's only really in the physical state. It's only really starting. So that's something. It's only starting in terms of how the age is starting to shift. But we are pioneers of this time. We're watching it. We're participating within it. We have to spread that message of light and peace to everyone, of tolerance and acceptance, and be strong, be confirmed within yourself. You have to confirm it within you and trust it as your truth. Confirm it within yourself, trust it as your truth, and follow the path of the soul. The heart will follow it. Confirm it, reaffirm it, follow it, trust it. Let the soul walk it, and let the heart talk it. The mind will come part of that. And let everything in your pathway open beautifully for the flowers, the trees, everything that is there, the beauty, the light. And then you'll gain that knowledge will be automatic to understand what we're facing and what we have to go through. And how much we need each other to do this. We can't do it by ourselves. We can do that which is within us to change us, to grow us, to be firm, to be confident, to be understanding, to go beyond limitation. But we need each other to merge in that with each other. That is the true Sangha. To merge with each other, to support, to stand under each other, to give us that support, to meditate together, all those things that we can do, no matter how we do them. To build that movement of consciousness that will bring peace to this world. So I'm sharing tonight just a very simple way of being, of understanding. It came to me. And I want you to be strong in this time. And that strength comes from the heart, and that strength comes from the soul. The mind will follow it. The mind itself, that's what I was saying earlier, that the mind, we get trapped. I don't want to get up. Well, I don't want to do this. I can't step over this boundary. I can't do this to go further in what I want to explore and become. That block you have to break. Be calm, find the calmness, relax within yourself, trust it, and move forward, and accomplish, and become, and share. And the more that we can be that way in that understanding, however we achieve it and receive it, my feeling is the more peace will come to this world. And we have to be strong to survive that understanding as these times are going to shift even more, to be alert and to be aware. So let us be strong in that commitment. Let us not let doubt and fear stop us and hold us back from the experience. Maintain ourselves mentally, maintain ourselves physically, maintain ourselves spiritually. It's always in that Trinity. Physical has to be relaxed. You have to exercise. We have to eat properly, foods that digest within 24 hours so that our digestive systems can be working strong. And that, when the digestive system is light and when we're feeling light, and we move that energy through us and the immune system becomes strong and the glandular system becomes strong, then that vitality physically is there. And when we meditate and vibrate, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, vibrate the Nam, then the vitality comes to us within our spiritual bodies. And when we feel that connection to God so strong through our devotion, through Pad, through Nitnem, through Gurbani, then we have a complete balanced self. And we are in union. Yoga means that union of body, of mind, and spirit. It has to be contained in that Trinity for us to be able to be healthy, to be happy, to be flowing, to be glowing. So let us be that way, let us inspire each other, and let us not live in fear and doubt. Let us not say, I can't do it. Let's just say, it's done already. Just move it to that place. And watch yourself as you go through those steps. And watch what holds you back and watch what frees you. And then focus on that which frees you, which opens you, which gives you that freedom to experience your depth. And when we see that and vibrate that through each other, peace will come. And that peace starts where? That peace starts in you. That peace starts in me. That peace is with each other. And that peace is forever. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.